Hey guys, and welcome back to yet another Champions League overnight stay vlog for Newcastle United. This time we are here in France as we take on Paris Saint-Germain, the only team we've been able to beat so far in the Champions League. We're taking them on tomorrow here at the Parc des Princes in what is going to be a make or break game in my opinion. Newcastle have got to not lose this match. I think a draw will be okay actually. 3 points is ideal if we can do it. It's such a big ask though. I feel like the pressure's against us now. Newcastle have clearly got a depleted squad. Yes, we beat Chelsea 4-1, but we've got a bench full of kids and full of players that would never play on a regular basis, and now we've got to keep the same 11 on and then start playing the kids as well. So in a match like this, it's such a big ask. A PSG team that is probably going to be a bit peeved off because they lost 4-1 to us. I think the likes of Kylian Mbappe are probably going to be looking at this game going, hang on, we're not having this again. We're going to go out and beat Newcastle this time. So it's up for us to try and prevent that from happening. I think a draw down here will be okay, and then we'll set this up for the Milan game at home. But this cannot be a loss. If we lose again, we are screwed. I think we're out of the Champions League if we lose again. So we've got to make sure that doesn't happen. But anyway, guys, if you're new around here and you like the content, make sure you get down and hit that subscribe button. We have got the away day vlog tomorrow. We've got fan meetups. We've got plenty of events where there's going to be vlogs on the channel. So make sure you don't miss any of it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments section. I'm going to take you back to Newcastle yesterday when I just arrived at the airport ready to go onto my plane. So let's show you my travel experience and then we'll get back to Paris afterwards. The time is now currently 3:20 on the Sunday afternoon. We're here at Newcastle Airport getting ready to go straight down to Paris now. In my personal opinion, this is probably going to be the final Champions League away match of the season. I think Newcastle, we'll see what happens. Of course, we've got to beat PSG and we've got to beat Milan. But honestly, I think we're probably going to finish third or fourth. I think the group of death may be just a bit too much for us at the minute. Still don't think it's been bad. I think Newcastle have been okay, but ultimately, you've seen it against Chelsea in our 4-1 win yesterday. You look at the bench, it is Dummett, Richie and a bunch of kids on the bench. It is just nothing. We have absolutely nothing in regard to a squad at the minute. So we'll see how things go down in Paris. It's going to be a real tester for the team. I can't wait for the game. I'm going to tell you a bit about my travelling once we get inside. But as for today, I just wanted to say now, I'm looking forward to the game. I think Newcastle are going to be up for it. And in France against the Paris Saint-Germain Ultras, how are things going to go? Let's head inside. We have made it inside Newcastle International Airport. That behind me is a lovely touch by Bar 11. You can see in the background since the takeover all the memories we've already made together, and I feel like for fans, when even staff members from the club are walking in here, you see that and it gets you hyped for the game. So hopefully we'll continue to do well in the Premier League. We'll get past Chelsea in the Carabao Cup and might get back to Wembley again this season. I think this, to be honest, I think Champions League probably did come a bit too soon. But listen, we're still doing alright. We could even still go through, so we've still got a couple of games to go. So far, so good, but a big ask, big final third to get into. So let's see how Newcastle do. I love that, by the way.
So, for the last passenger, for the last baggage, please connect to the gate from
Châtelet-Léal.
We have finally made it to the streets of Paris. I'm going to head towards my hotel room now. and we're going to settle in for the night. We're going to get some sleep. We're going to wake up the next morning. We'll show you the Eiffel Tower. We'll show you around the city of Paris itself. Travel experience was great today. I got a bit lucky, look, as I mentioned a bit earlier in the video, I nearly booked the Eurostar. Now for any Newcastle fans that are getting the Eurostar tomorrow, all the trains have been cancelled, so you're essentially screwed if you book any Eurostars going to Paris, which is an absolute nightmare. Thankfully that hasn't been me, but I feel awful for any Newcastle fans that have booked that because it's such late travel notice, and the fact that you don't get refunded for, I think it's around 4 weeks, so you've got to literally buy more transport and you don't get your refund from the Eurostar, so that's horrible. So I hope fans get across okay. But yeah, we'll show you the hotel room now and let's get some sleep. Good morning, guys. It's now time to show you the room that I stayed in last night over here in Paris. Now the first thing you realise is how small the rooms are in France. This is quite usual in Paris. I always say this is actually quite a good hotel as well, and even this is tiny. I think it's good for one person, but if you're going to be bringing 2 people, definitely wouldn't recommend a room this size, to be fair. But as for the room, the bed was great. Normally I do my bed test check, just believe it was a good bed. But over here we've got a little table area where we can of course get something to eat. TV's not the greatest. Got the safe up there. My window view is here and it looks depressing outside. Wow, that doesn't look good at all. So we head further down. Hello again. We'll show you the bathroom, how small it is in here as well. And I mean, the bathroom isn't as bad. I was sitting down in the toilet yesterday though, and you kind of face planted into the wall here. So I don't think the conditioner in the room is great. But the shower's decent. Can't complain about that. I mean, the room, you get what you pay for now. For me, when I come down to countries such as France, Italy, Germany, wherever it may be, I always tend just to have an easy trip with regards to stuff like accommodation. For me, I've got to get my videos sorted, I've got to get everything sorted. So I tend not to mess around much with the rooms. I do tend to just book one that's going to sort me out. So we'll see how this one goes. Will it be the last one? Only time will tell. We're going to get outside now. I've got a few things planned for the day. Let's find out what I'm going to get up to. Welcome to Paris. The weather here is bad. You can see it is wet in the background. Wasn't expecting anything less. I was hoping for a potential bit of sun, but it hasn't happened. But first off on the agenda today, I'm going to head towards the Parc des Princes, the PSG stadium. I want to check it out before the game tomorrow. Then afterwards, we're going to have to do it in Paris. We've got to go to the Eiffel Tower. I've never been before. Last time I actually came over to France, of course, was the Austria pre-season where I had to change over Paris for a few hours. I thought, let's go see the Eiffel Tower while I'm here. It was boarded off because there was a crime taking place during the day next to the tower. I mean, what are the bloody chances of that? So I wasted like 4 hours. It was like 30 quid in those stupid trains to get there, so it wasn't ideal. There we have it, guys. We are now here at Paris Saint-Germain Stadium. What a first impression that is, by the way, for anyone that is coming to the game tomorrow. So just on my left there is the media entrance. Anyone in the press section tomorrow has to go through that side door. Straight ahead is the owner section, so like Amanda Murder to go in that entrance. I mean, it doesn't get any better than that, does it? It looks so good at Kylian Mbappe, the star man, right in the middle of that PSG team. And even though you're looking there and you see Mbappe straight away, you don't realise how many more good players they have. There's actually a lot of real good stars on there. Newcastle have been able to smash them at St James's Park, but when the odds are against us tomorrow, it's going to be make or break for us. I can't wait. But that stadium's nice. I'm looking forward to going into it. So just on the side here is actually a second stadium here in Paris. So this is a rugby ground / also a football ground for Red Star FC. It's just a smaller ground for a smaller club. But I do like the fact they're literally right next to each other. So just in front of me there is the mega store, so the club shop. We're going to go inside and see what PSG merch there is. This club shop is incredible. I love the look of the inside. So just over here, straight away, I got some Kylian Mbappe custom boots. I've just bought some Newcastle United merchandise from the Paris Saint-Germain club shop. Never in a million years did I think I would say that. Now I'm going to be honest now, I'm not a half and half score kind of guy. I feel like for some games it's acceptable, but listen, if you're going to be buying a Bournemouth versus Newcastle half and half score, I can't agree with it. But I did get one from the club shop. Newcastle named memorabilia from both the games, so even if we get smashed tomorrow, it's still from the home game where we won 4-1, so at least we've got that. I've got a little pin badge as well, again from both the games. It's just cool to see actual real Champions League merchandise inside the shop. And you got to think, well, actually, if there's Champions League stuff in that shop, what the hell's going on in our shop? I can't wait to Crystal God. I can't stand them. Once they're out of that club shop and get Adidas in, and they can just completely change things up. But you can see behind me there is PSG Stadium. This is the U2 stand. So this is the stand Newcastle fans have been told not to go anywhere near tomorrow, because this is the PSG Ultra section. I don't know how well you can see it in the background. There's actually graffiti all across the stand. I don't know how they managed to do that with this literal Ultra graffiti inside the stadium. Like, imagine doing that in Newcastle. You would never do that in a million years. So to see that's fascinating. I like this ground as a whole, actually. It looks a bit old. It's one of them stadiums where you come abroad, you see the spike fences everywhere. It looks quite intimidating to the opposition. I like it. It's a real great stadium I'm looking forward to going into tomorrow. But this is the area I got told not to go to. Just in front of me as well, it's a massive patch of land. I wouldn't be surprised there's like demonstrations here tomorrow. There's some kind of ultra gathering, so definitely watch out. I'll probably try and be luck, but you know what I'm like. Definitely don't listen to what I say. Just make sure you don't come here tomorrow. How good does it look? Let's face it, the Eiffel Tower looks pretty decent as well. That's such an easy joke to make. But while I'm here, there's actually an aquarium right next to the tower. Haven't been inside before, so I thought, let's check it out and see what it looks like. I've got a feeling it's going to be quite good in Paris, so let's go inside before we head to the tower and find out what we have in store. Let's see what's in here. Whoa, these things are mad. That is insane. Look at the size of this tank. We are now done at the aquarium here in Paris. I'm quite busy today, so I've been a bit of a dickhead. I've just rushed through everything, but trust me when I say this is actually the best aquarium I've ever been to. It is incredible how much stuff they've got here, how big the tanks are, and just how many different fish they have. It's actually quite fascinating to see it all. So I definitely recommend it for the price down here. I think I paid 26 euros for like £24 to come here. I would say it's worth it. It's actually an unbelievable aquarium. There it is, the Eiffel Tower. Wow, never thought I would see the day when I'm actually here in Paris for Newcastle at a away game. I've already seen everyone make this joke on social media, so I've got to mention it now. Blackpool Tower, but the reality is, I think in an alternate universe where the takeover didn't happen, I would be standing here, but in Blackpool I'll be here to see the Blackpool Tower for Newcastle's championship match away to Blackpool. Instead of I'm here for a Champions League match against Paris Saint-Germain. Newcastle have already done so much since the takeover. It's only been one full season. You've got to remember, I still had was 2/3 of a season before the actual full one. We've got Champions League straight away. We've been able to come to mega clubs like PSG, mega clubs like Milan, Dortmund. We've got some unbelievable teams we've played so far. And Newcastle is just inevitable. I don't want to sound arrogant, I don't want to sound cocky and say that Newcastle are guaranteed us, because you never guarantee anything in football. But I feel like when Newcastle are going, they're going to keep pushing on. There's no way they're not going to win a trophy. It's going to happen at some point. We got so close last season. We're already in the quarterfinal of the Carabao Cup this season. I feel like if you beat Chelsea, unless you're super unlucky at Liverpool, you probably are going to go back to Wembley. So for now, I can say again that I'm super confident. I think Newcastle are just going to keep pushing on. They're going to keep getting better, and it's just going to naturally happen. I can't say anything more. But look at that. The stuff of dreams, seeing stuff like that as a Newcastle fan, isn't it? It's just still trying to soak it all in. Obviously, I've been at Milan. The cathedral there was incredible. We've got the yellow wall at Dortmund. We've got the Eiffel Tower at Paris. And of course, we'll see the Ultras tomorrow. What's going to be quite an aggressive, hostile home atmosphere. It's always a tester for Newcastle, especially with the squad we have and the injuries we're picking up. We have to be ready tomorrow. I can't say anything more. We've got to give 100%. And if we walk away giving 100% and we lose the game, then I can say fair enough. But if we walk away tomorrow not giving 100% or we're not playing as well as we could have, that's when I'm going to get upset. As long as we give everything we've got, I don't mind where we finish. I think Newcastle will. But at that stage again, I've said it a couple of times, but I think it has been too soon for us. Maybe not so much Champions League group. I think it's just the actual teams we've got in the group. If we've got a lighter group now, I'll probably fancy Newcastle go through, but it's the fact it's these three teams that are already well-established European giants. Newcastle just can't compete at the minute. I think naturally over time we can, and even on paper I think Newcastle probably could, but mentally they're not used to it, they're not experienced, and teams like Dortmund, even though I think Newcastle were a better team, Dortmund understand the game more, they understand Champions League well, the players are experienced, they know what they're doing, and they're just professional, and we'll get there. It's going to be a natural thing that's going to take time. We're PSG tomorrow, as I said before, make or break. This has to be at least 1 point. 0 points and we are more or less out of the Champions League. So let's give it all. Let's make sure it's a hard game for PSG. Let's take it to them and let's enjoy ourselves. Plenty more content coming up. We've got about 3 or 4 more videos I would say in Paris. I'm meeting up with Newcastle fans in a few hours, so I've got to get this video up now. Stay tuned for a second upload on the channel. Then tomorrow we've got more videos from Newcastle fans. Then we've got the match day vlog and the match reaction. So stay tuned. We've got plenty of content coming out. Enjoy the game, everyone that's down here and everyone watching at home. Enjoy yourselves at home because we've got a huge game. Let's get into it.